ONTV's 9th annual 5 or 5 food drive benefiting the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry was an enormous success thanks to the support of Lake Orion businesses, organizations, and its generous residents. The Orion Art Center celebrated a milestone at its 30th annual Gala, where they announced 2019's Artist of the Year and Patron of the Arts. Dozens of avid golfers braved the frozen tundra of Lake Orion to get in 9 holes of golf while benefiting a great organization. And a prestigious law firm has moved into office space in downtown Lake Orion that has sat vacant for 15 years. We'll have highlights from the ribbon-cutting ceremony coming up. Hello everyone, I'm Stacy Calloway. We'll have those stories and more on this edition of ONTV News. After weeks and even months of planning, ONTV's 9th annual food drive has come and gone, and thanks to support from the community, it was the most successful ever. On the morning of Saturday, February 9th, ONTV staff and volunteers gathered at the Orion Center for the start of the 9th annual 5 or 5 food drive benefiting the Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry. At 10 a.m. sharp, hosts Kylie Barber and Kendall Ashman went live on local cable TV to encourage viewers to drop off non-perishable food items or cash donations for a chance to win raffle items donated by local businesses and members of the community. ONTV Executive Director Ian Locke said that the food drive takes place in February to help stock the shelves during a lull between the holidays and the post office food drive in the spring.
9 years ago, the idea came about to do something in the winter months to get our volunteers active in our studio. And staff got together and said, we should do something that gives back to our local community. And fish popped up because, food pantries always need support year-round. And we reached out to Fish 9 years ago, and they said, absolutely, we really need you guys to do this. This is fantastic because the run on the holiday traffic from Thanksgiving through New Year really drains their shelves. So having this bridge to get to the very large food drives they do in the springtime is essential to keeping those shelves stocked.
As a steady stream of donations came through the door throughout the day, visitors were encouraged to stay and enjoy live entertainment in the Orion Center's banquet room. Those who donated 5 items or $5 were given a raffle ticket, good towards a wide variety of items. The more they brought in, the more chances they had to win. The Auburn Hills Meyer store not only donated cases of food, but provided $1,000 in gift cards as well.
When we heard about the need, we thought it was so important. One of our, being a food retailer first, helping hunger relief is so important to us, and we always believe in supporting our communities.
The single largest individual donation of the day came from Shelby Township resident James Stubbins, who donated 600 pounds of food and $300 in cash.
I drove over to Kroger and loaded up 2 big shopping carts and filled the back of my truck up and brought them over. There's a lot more here than I thought there'd be. That's great. I think it's a great thing to give the food, and I think if people are reminded, Monique reminded me, and I thought it'd be nice to do something to contribute. So went and picked up the food and brought it here.
Food also came in from numerous drop-off locations scattered throughout the community. Later in the day, volunteers arrived to transfer the food donations into milk crates to be delivered to the Fish Food Pantry. As the food drive wound down near 4 p.m., raffle tickets were drawn and winners announced at the end of the day. It was announced that ONTV had exceeded its goal of 6,000 pounds, including a new record of $2,553 in cash donations.
Foot traffic today was, I think, better than most years, like you said. So we saw it around 11 o'clock. I think everybody had to have their breakfast and their coffee. But once they got settled in, we did see the steady stream of donors coming in, dropping off bags here, bag there, $10 here, $5. We even had a student come in, $20 of his own money right out of his piggy bank, donating to Fish. And it really picked up around noon, and about 1 we were elbow to elbow in here, and it was very difficult to walk in the aisles here at ONTV, and we couldn't have been happier. It just came out very, very well.
If you missed out on the food drive, it's not too late to make a donation. The Oxford Orion Fish Food Pantry has settled into a new location on M24 near Drainer. For more information, call 248-628-3933 or visit oxfordorionfish.org. Throughout the year, the Orion Art Center hosts exhibits and offers classes and scholarships for members of the community. Of course, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for the fundraisers that the Art Center hosts and the community supports. On the evening of Saturday, February 9th, the Orion Art Center hosted its 30th annual gala at the Paint Creek Country Club in Lake Orion. Almost 200 people came out to enjoy a buffet dinner and to take part in a silent auction and raffles. The proceeds from a 50-50 raffle went toward the Joan Brace Scholarship for students studying art. The goal was to raise $17,000 at the event.
Every year, basically right after the last one, we start planning again, and this is our 30th year. So how this one came about is we said, let's go back to our roots. Let's go back to what really built the Orion Art Center, and that is our artists, our local artists. So we went back to our motto, Imagine, Express, Discover. All artists have it, or even if you're not an artist, you have it. It might just be that you need a little nudge to bring it out. So we wanted to honor our 30th year with our motto and what built us.
Each year, the Art Center recognizes the Artist of the Year and the Patron of the Arts. Executive Director Karen Starrick explains.
The Artist of the Year is someone who has put his art or their art pieces in our exhibits at our gallery and either won or is just a big supporter of the Art Center. And that award tonight goes to Ron Finch. He's a local, he creates and builds custom motorcycles, but he also does this new artwork where he's making pieces out of recycled art.
I've lived in Oakland County all my life, and I've got a studio in Pontiac where I create my art. And so a while back, it was in the summertime, I put my horse in the Orion Art Center, and at that point I won, so, and then I talked to people naturally, and it was just a situation where I enjoy talking to people and telling them whatever, and so I just was there, and that's just how it came about.
So that's our Artist of the Year, and then we have someone that we honor for Patron of the Arts. And Patron of the Arts is a person who has given of their time and their resources and just a lot of contributions to the Art Center, and that person this year is Heather Muzzy.
Heather has been involved with the Art Center for years. She ran our farmers market, and she is a go-getter. She helps us out at Dragon on the Lake, and she always volunteers, no questions asked. She's such a giving soul.
I had never even thought that I'd be that person, so I was totally shocked. But it does help. I did a lot of volunteering in the past, not always where the public sees it, but things behind the scenes or shouting my little opinions and my 2 cents a whole lot. And I was always flattered when they took my opinions and put them into action.
The Art Center is already gearing up for their first art exhibit of the year. The Anything Goes show will showcase the art of students in grades K through 8 and kicks off with an opening reception on February 28th. For more information about exhibits, classes, and other events, you can give them a call at 248-693-4986 or visit their website at orionartcenter.org. Over the past few weeks, the Metro Detroit area has been hammered with freezing temperatures and plenty of snow and ice. So drivers passing through Lake Orion might have been surprised to see golfers getting in 9 holes on the lake. On Saturday, February 2nd, dozens of avid golfers gathered near Pelton's Point for the start of the 5th annual Ice Cup Golf Challenge. Just days prior to the event, Michigan experienced record-breaking freezing temperatures, but the weather warmed up enough for golfers to enjoy a scramble made up of 8 holes on the lake and 1 on Broadway Street in downtown Lake Orion. One hole had golfers teeing it up with a slingshot from a nearby rooftop.
This is our 5th annual, and we get a lot of repeats, and people love it. It's a time to get out from the cold in the winter and have a little fun with golf on the ice here.
Following the golf outing, participants gathered at Lockhart Barbecue in downtown Lake Orion, where they took part in raffles and refreshments. Money raised at the event supports the efforts of the Lake Orion Sunrise Rotary.
Lake Orion Sunrise Rotary, our big projects, our local projects is a Beds for Kids, so this will definitely benefit Beds for Kids. We provide beds for families in need. We also do global projects. We're working on joining with other Rotary clubs around the world to help out with the Children's Hospital in Colombia, in Cartagena. Anytime we can help, either volunteering with stuff that's going on in our community to make the village look better or just be a part of other fundraisers that are going on, we try to jump in. We definitely, if there are clubs that need help, sometimes we are able to have money come out of our budget to help the smaller programs that are going on in the community. We're just trying to do good stuff for Lake Orion.
It's always exciting when a new business fills a vacancy in downtown Lake Orion. Recently, the Chamber of Commerce welcomed a new business that moved into a location that sat vacant for almost 15 years. On Thursday, January 31st, representatives of the Chamber of Commerce and Lake Orion DDA gathered at the offices of the Vezina Law Group to celebrate their official grand opening with a ribbon-cutting ceremony.
Make it nice and tight. 1, 2, 3. It's great to see everybody come together. These are all organizations that have been very present in our lives. We're delighted that they've all come together to welcome us and to stand behind us, and so it's an incredible day.
The husband and wife team of Mark Vezina and Monica Navarro have chosen to operate out of Lake Orion, although the main office is located in New Orleans.
The genesis of this firm really is Monica and I starting to work together doing fraud and abuse cases around the country. And our practice is national. We have cases in New York, Boston, Miami, Florida, all over the country. We can be anywhere, but we chose Lake Orion as kind of the mothership for this part of our practice. And we still have a full service firm in New Orleans, but the type of work we do up here is mainly run out of our Michigan office here.
Following a meeting of the Lake Orion Sunrise Rotary, Mark noticed that office space located next to Sagebrush Cantina was for sale. Their offer was accepted later that day, and they closed on September 7th. Using local resources and vendors, they were able to move in by the end of October 2018. The office space had sat vacant since a fire destroyed several businesses in downtown Lake Orion in March of 2004.
This kind of business is important because they're a prestigious law firm, they have important clients, and they're bringing their clients here to meet in downtown Lake Orion, and that's giving those clients a chance to discover what's here. So they're bringing in customers for us, and it's so nice. It's very nice to have a very prestigious law firm like the Vezina Law Firm here.
Our primary area of focus is representing whistleblowers in fraud, waste, and abuse cases against the government. So we help the United States government, the state of Michigan, states all over the country get your taxpayer money back from companies that are lying, cheating, or stealing to take it away. And that's an area of focus in our practice, and it's something we really enjoy doing. So we love doing that kind of work.
For more information, you can call Vezina Law Group at 248-558-2700 or visit vezinalaw.com. On Thursday, February 7th, Oakland County Executive L. Brooks Patterson delivered his annual State of the County address from the new corporate headquarters for United Shore in Pontiac. Patterson's focus was jobs and public health, among other topics. The presentation was streamed live on YouTube. Here are a few highlights.
As we begin, let's open with a spectacular number. Oakland County's spectacular number, by the way, $5 billion. Oakland County's Emerging Sectors program to diversify our jobs within the knowledge-based sector surpassed $5 billion this past November. And that's $5 billion of new investment just within the emerging sectors portion of our economy since 2004. That number does not include traditional investment, such as automotive or entertainment and leisure. In that category, we increased our investment by another $3.5 billion. But tonight, I'm singling out the $5 billion just within the emerging sectors. Now, that includes healthcare, IT, robotics, advanced manufacturing, and so forth. I'm sure you're impressed with the number, given the fact that it was built during the Great Recession and the challenges of competition around the state and around the country, and yet we were able to manage a $5 billion growth. Oakland County is doing so well, we're outperforming states in some categories. For instance, the total wages paid by Oakland County companies to employees in 2017 added up to about $45 billion, surpassing the total wages earned in 16 states. The total employment in Oakland County in 2017 was over 728,000 jobs. That's better than 13 states. And here's a doozy. Oakland County exports in 2017 exceeded $14.4 billion, and that's surpassing the total exports of 25 states. By the way, that figure represents 1/4 of all the exported goods for the state of Michigan. Oakland County drives the Michigan economy. Where else would you want to be? Oakland County has enjoyed about a decade of robust economic recovery since the Great Recession. This has been the longest period of sustained growth, job growth, since World War II. University of Michigan economists forecast that Oakland County will add 42,000 jobs, 2018, 19, and 20, over the next 3 years. Sometime the next year or so, we will have recovered the 163,000 jobs that we lost during the Great Recession. So we're about to come back to where we were from the spring of 2000 to the summer of 2009. Ergo, by 2020, the unemployment rate here in Oakland County is forecast to tie a historic low set back in 2000 of 2.6%. Also, per capita income in Oakland County was nearly $69,000 in 2017. That per capita income ranks us 13th nationally among counties with a population of 1 million.
If you missed the presentation, you can view it in its entirety on YouTube. We'll also air it right here on ONTV in the very near future. And with that, we'll wrap up this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of the hardworking ONTV News team, I'm Stacy Calloway. Thanks for watching.